Hello, my name is John and welcome to our winter activities. Our activities online are here to inspire you and get you working away at home with your family. They're family learning activities, so you can have a go with all the different people in your house. And the materials we're using for these should be things that you can find in and around your house without having to go out and buy expensive things. They're also, for this season, 100% recyclable activities. So everything you make, you can recycle at the end of it. So our winter activities are based on our collections that we have with the South West Heritage Trust. We've got fantastic objects in our museums, we've got lovely loans that we send out, we've got fantastic documents, but we also have lots of other things, like this amazing picture here from our loans collection. This is by Kenneth Leach, and it shows a fantastic autumn-winter changing picture of the last leaves on the tree as we move through the seasons into the winter period. And today we're going to have a go at making our own fantastic winter tree. It's going to be just like one of these ones here. Here's one I made earlier. And you can have a go with your family at creating this amazing little winter tree, almost like a winter bonsai. Now, if you'd like to know how to continue making your tree, carry on watching. Now, the materials that you need for this tree are really easy. You simply need a paper bag. It's good to have maybe a brown paper bag. White ones would work just as well. In fact, any colour would look pretty good. Here's a normal little brown paper bag. We've got a slightly bigger brown paper bag. It doesn't matter what the size is, or the shape, or the design. You can do it out of any paper bag that you can find. So, you need a paper bag. You will also need some wet glue, the usual wet glue. Any sort of glue that's wet will work with this activity. You will need a pair of scissors and you will need a pencil. And of course the only other thing you need are some leaves. Now I've been using leaves that I've managed to gather from the garden. You can go out on a walk, you can get it from the roadside. Do be careful that the leaves you're picking haven't got anything on them, or they're safe to pick as well. Always ask an adult. And for this particular activity, you want quite small little leaves. I've chosen this lovely jasmine leaf that's growing over my garden from next door, and it's turning those lovely winter colours. So I've used jasmine for one of my trees, and the other little leaf, tiny little leaf that I've used, is a little piece of lavender. There was a lavender plant in a pot, and it's got lovely little leaves that we can peel off later on. So let's get going and make our activity. So to make our amazing little winter tree, what we start with is a paper bag. You just need a plain paper bag. Now on the paper bag, I would mark with a pencil about halfway down the long length of the paper bag from the open end. You can draw yourself a little line, little marking line like that, halfway. Now you are going to cut some strips up the bottom of this paper bag from the open end towards the closed end, and I would make them about 1 centimetre thick, okay? That's about ½ an inch for the older ones in the group. Cut it about 1 centimetre up to your little line halfway, lots of little strips, make yourself a little squid or octopus like this one here. When you've done that, what you need to do is to grab your bag. It's always looks a bit rough this stage, but it'll be fine when you do it. Pinch it just around the mark where you mark that line, halfway up, and gently start to squidge around and twist your tree. Now, don't go too far, because at one point you need to hold down the base of the bag, smooth that out so you have the base of the tree ready to support it. There we go. You will end up with one like this, with all the bits at the top. Looks a bit like a palm tree at the moment, but we're going to convert that into a fantastic old English oak tree, or an amazing gnarled tree. The way we do this is that we grab 2 of the little bits that we've cut. That's probably the front and the back bit. And you're going to gently, this is where everyone in the family can take part. It's great. The little ones will love helping you do this. Twisting from the point where you cut them all the way up to, twisting them together. Even if you've got tiny little ones with you, they can hold the end and you can twist the tree. Great little fine motor skills involved in this. So you're going to keep twisting your branches. Let's do one more up here. All these activities are great to just get you motivated and get you feeling a little bit more relaxed, because they're all quite tactile, they're very rewarding, and they all take quite a bit of concentration. There we go. So you'll carry on and you'll do all of the branches of the tree, but we've done a couple here. Now this is the fun bit. This is where we start to use our lovely leaves that we've harvested. And remember, you can use any leaf you like as long as it's safe, as long as it's not poisonous. I wouldn't use really mushy, very thin ones because they'll probably collapse. Something that's got a bit of body is lovely. So these were the jasmine leaves. And again, a great activity. Once you've cut some fronds of leaves from a plant, you can sit down. You can watch the telly. You can, while somebody's doing something else, you can just pick off your individual leaves. Again, this is quite a nice little thing to do. And also it's quite fun. When I was doing this, I had some little bugs came off as well. And you can see the little bugs crawling around. And you can also, by the fact that you're just gently picking leaves off, you can have a really good look at the leaves. You can look at the colour, you can look at the form. And having that connection, looking up close to a leaf, is amazing, really. You see how beautifully patterned they are. So, our leaves. I would use the tiniest little bit of glue, just enough to hold it on, not too much, because with glue, less is more. Pop a little bit of glue on the end, just on the bit where you're going to pop your leaf onto the tree, about that much. And then find yourself a frond, or an end of the branch, I should say, and gently squeeze your leaf on. And you can carry on around the whole tree. You don't need to do too many, but to be honest, you can do as many as you feel you want to do. On the ends of the branches, halfway along, and look at that, we have ended up with our fantastic winter little bonsai tree. And also, over the next week or so, these leaves will also start to change a bit of colour. If they've started to turn, they'll go even more and look even more tree-like. What a fantastic thing to have on a mantelpiece that you have made in a team with your family. So enjoy making your fantastic winter tree.